It's the Texans and the Aviators coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On first down, Morrison. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 58 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Morrison. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Morrison. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's He's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Looking to throw on second down. Edmonds. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
It's a gain of 7.
Off the play fake. Edmonds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Three yards remain for second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Edmonds. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Morrison. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. On 3rd down, Morrison. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And right now they're in that number 2 spot. They would love to hold on to that, but obviously first things first. They want to clinch the division.
And that's what everyone plays for. Win your division first, guarantees you a spot in the playoffs.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Taken down inside. A fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Edmonds. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Morrison. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it?
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11 now.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, Edmonds. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a handoff as they run left side. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Edmonds. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Aviators have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg. Edmonds. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Morrison. He's going to let this one go deep.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Edmonds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. From the gun, Edmonds. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Aviators are able to to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is now 13. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Houston.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Morrison. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down, Morrison. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he will find his man on the outside. This offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Brings up fourth down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They bring their punter out there now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get
in trouble, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Personal foul.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Morrison. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morrison. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Morrison. Touchdown, Texans! A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Just a 4-play drive that time, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say now under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively.
So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they'll send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. The Jags looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that one all even in their...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go!
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. Edmonds. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Back to throw. Edmonds going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive in the 3rd quarter. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Edmonds. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Aviators take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
To throw on second down, Morrison. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Morrison. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first and 10, Morrison. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Morrison. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Second and 20.
Off the play fake. Morrison. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Throwing on first down. Edmonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on second and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. Back to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Houston set to take over.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on second down. Morrison over the middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Morrison. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Keenan, a good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Morrison. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Columbus. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And he's got his man on the out route. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morrison. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Morrison firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Morrison. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And able to get this out to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Edmonds. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. And a huge play that time.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Edmonds. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Aviators are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On first down, Morrison. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Morrison. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, Morrison. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Morrison. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. Morrison. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
On 3rd and 2, Edmonds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team once more. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Morrison. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw on 2nd down. Morrison. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. From the gun on 3rd down. Morrison. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the...
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Columbus, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.